shockwaves are hitting the Christian community as one of Ghana's most respected pastors, Mensa Otabil, faces allegations that could change everything. At 66, his own wife has finally broken her silence, confirming rumors that have been swirling for years. What she revealed is sending shockwaves across social media and faith circles alike. And today, you're going to hear the full story. Stay tuned, because what comes next might leave you speechless. Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the most controversial, trending, and jaw-dropping stories that everyone is talking about. Today, we're uncovering a story that has shocked millions. Pastor Mensa Otabil, one of Ghana's most influential spiritual leaders, is facing serious claims directly from his own wife. For years, rumors have circulated online and in private circles, but now, for the first time, the truth is coming to light. In this video, you'll get all the concrete facts and details. No speculation, no exaggeration. We'll explore exactly what his wife revealed, the context behind the allegations, and how this revelation could impact his legacy and the community he leads. By the end of this video, you'll have a full picture of the scandal that has everyone talking. And trust me, what she disclosed will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about Pastor Otabil. But before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because you won't want to miss a single detail of this story. For years, whispers have circulated about Pastor Mensa Otabil's personal life. Social media posts, private conversations, and even church gossip hinted at conflicts behind the scenes, but no one had solid confirmation, until now. Many followers have admired him as a spiritual guide, a man of wisdom and influence in Ghana and beyond. Yet behind the public image, rumors suggested there were tensions in his marriage that were impossible to ignore. It all began when some members of the congregation noticed subtle changes. Pastor Otabil, known for his motivational talks and leadership, started appearing more distant in public events, while close associates reported that the atmosphere at home was not what it seemed. For a man whose life is devoted to guiding others spiritually, even small cracks in his private life quickly became magnified by speculation. Then came the online chatter. Screenshots, messages, and unverified claims flooded social media platforms, ranging from disagreements in his household to alleged manipulation and silencing of his wife. People started asking, could someone so revered have a hidden side that no one knew about? Were the rumors true or just gossip? And here's the part that left many followers stunned. Recently, his wife finally spoke up. For the first time, she addressed these rumors publicly, confirming that there were serious issues in their marriage. While the exact details are sensitive, her disclosure included clear confirmation that some of the stories people had been whispering for years were not just false assumptions. They were real experiences she endured. This revelation set the stage for an even bigger shock. The specifics of what she exposed about the dynamics in their relationship, which could challenge how the public has viewed Pastor Otabil for decades. But before we dive into her full statement, there's one detail that makes this scandal even more sensational, and it involves a claim that could change everything you thought you knew about the pastor's household. Now we come to the heart of the scandal, the revelations from Pastor Mensa Otabil's wife, the statements that have sent shockwaves across Ghana and the global Christian community. For decades, Pastor Otabil has been seen as a pillar of integrity and faith. His sermons have inspired thousands, his leadership in the church has been praised, and his public persona has been virtually untouchable. But according to his wife, the private reality was far more complicated. She disclosed that for years, she felt silenced and unsafe in her own home. While Pastor Otabil is widely known for his teachings on integrity and leadership, his wife claims that behind closed doors, the dynamic was completely different. She spoke about emotional struggles, instances where her voice was ignored, and moments where her concerns were dismissed. In her own words, she said that she often felt isolated, living under pressures that no one outside the household could fully understand. One of the most shocking aspects she confirmed was that the rumors circulating online were not entirely fabricated. While many dismissed the whispers as gossip or exaggeration, her statements revealed that there was truth behind some of the long-standing claims. She explained that there were patterns of behavior that created tension in their marriage, patterns that eventually became impossible to ignore. She also revealed that her attempts to address these issues privately were met with resistance, leaving her in a position where she had no choice but to finally speak publicly. The courage it took for her to confirm these allegations cannot be understated, especially considering the stature of her husband. She risked public scrutiny, criticism, and even backlash from devoted followers, all to ensure that her voice was heard. And here's the cliffhanger. While many expected her statements to focus solely on personal grievances, she hinted at deeper, more troubling issues that go beyond the private struggles of their marriage. There are indications that her revelations could have far-reaching implications for Pastor Otabil's leadership, influence, and even the way his ministry operates behind the scenes. Some insiders suggest that what she disclosed might force a reassessment of not just his personal life, but the ethics and transparency of his public ministry as well. The moment Pastor Mensa Otabil's wife made her revelations public, the reaction was immediate and intense. Social media erupted. Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram were flooded with posts from shocked followers, curious observers, and critics alike. Hashtags related to the story began trending almost instantly, with people debating, questioning, and even defending the pastor. Some loyal supporters were in disbelief, struggling to reconcile the image of a revered spiritual leader with the private struggles revealed by his own wife. News outlets quickly picked up the story. Major Ghanaian media platforms reported on the claims, dissecting each statement and analyzing their potential impact. Talk shows and online forums became hotbeds of discussion, with experts weighing in on the ethics, the marriage dynamics, and the leadership responsibilities of a figure like Pastor Otabil. In many ways, this was more than just a personal scandal. It was a public reckoning for someone whose influence extends far beyond his family. Followers expressed a mixture of emotions. Many were saddened by the confirmation of long-rumored issues, while others were angry, feeling betrayed by the revelation. Comments poured in, ranging from prayers for the couple to pointed criticism about accountability, transparency, and the responsibility of leaders to uphold the values they preach. Some even questioned whether the ministry itself could withstand this storm, given how closely intertwined his personal image is with his public role. The tension didn't just stop online. Church members reportedly felt conflicted. Some struggled with doubt, asking themselves how much of what they admired about Pastor Otabil was real, and how much was a carefully curated public persona. Others, however, expressed compassion for the wife, applauding her courage to speak the truth despite the risks of public backlash. And here's where things get even more complicated. Insiders suggest that this revelation could have financial and organizational implications for his ministry. Leadership decisions, donation transparency, and administrative practices might all come under scrutiny as a result of this public exposure. People are asking, will this affect the credibility of his church? Could it influence the way the congregation views his teachings? Could there be more revelations waiting behind the scenes? This moment represents not just a personal confrontation, but a pivotal turning point. The combination of social media uproar, media coverage, and insider reports has created an environment where the story could evolve rapidly, with new details emerging every day. Followers are now on edge, waiting to see how Pastor Otabil will respond. Will he address the allegations publicly? Will he offer clarification, apology, or explanation? Or will silence prevail, leaving the narrative to continue unfolding without his voice? Now that we've explored the personal revelations and the public reaction, it's time to examine what this could mean on a much larger scale. Pastor Mensa Otabil is not just any religious leader. He is one of Ghana's most influential pastors, with a ministry that reaches thousands locally and millions internationally. His teachings, leadership initiatives, and philanthropic efforts have earned him a reputation as a man of integrity. So when these allegations come to light, the ripple effect goes far beyond his personal life. It could affect the entire ecosystem of his ministry. The credibility of his church could be called into question. For any ministry, trust is the cornerstone of its influence, and when a leader's personal life appears inconsistent with the values they preach, followers may begin to doubt the organization as a whole. Donations, support for charitable programs, and participation in church initiatives could all face challenges if trust is eroded. This isn't just speculation. Historical examples from other high-profile leaders show that once personal controversies are confirmed publicly, ministries often experience a period of scrutiny and internal reevaluation. But there's more. Some insiders claim that there may be deeper organizational issues at play. Decisions regarding administration, financial management, and leadership succession may now come under intense scrutiny. Questions are being asked. Were there patterns of behavior in the ministry that mirrored the personal conflicts at home? Were staff and close associates aware of tensions, and did they remain silent? If these claims gain traction, it could trigger internal investigations, shakeups, or even leadership restructuring. The scandal also raises questions about the ethical responsibilities of spiritual leaders. When a figure of such influence is exposed, even in part, it forces followers to reflect on accountability. What are the boundaries between private struggles and public leadership? How much of a leader's personal life should affect how followers view their teachings? These are not easy questions, and the answers may influence how other religious leaders are perceived and held accountable in the future. And then there's the personal impact. Pastor Otabil's family, particularly his children and close relatives, may be navigating the intense pressure of public scrutiny, living under the glare of the media while reconciling personal loyalty and moral expectations is a challenge few can imagine. The emotional toll of this exposure is likely profound, and for the wife who finally spoke out, the act of sharing her truth comes with risks, both social and spiritual. Here's the suspenseful part. Sources suggest that Pastor Otabil may issue a response soon, and when he does, it could either calm the storm or intensify it further. Will he acknowledge the claims, deny them, or provide explanations that could shift the narrative entirely? For followers, the next move is critical. It could redefine his public image and reshape how the world perceives his ministry for years to come. And even beyond the immediate fallout, there's the long-term question. How will history remember Pastor Mensa Otabil? Will he be remembered primarily for his teachings and leadership, or will these revelations become a defining chapter in his legacy? The truth is, this story is still unfolding, and the most shocking details may not even have been revealed yet.